New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Uh, you teased wanting to take the Saints on Sunday night. It's moved down
Yeah.
half a point. This is a normal handicap to me. The Bucks need to win to get in. Any year we are taking the Saints, but this is not any year. My biggest worry is that the Saints don't have any playmakers. I mean, they truly are a JV team at
Cam
this
Jordan. I know.
35-year-old Cam
Offensively, I
Jordan,
agree.
you know? I like to play this game with my kid, you know, jersey retirement, Hall of Fame, Team Hall of Fame statue. Cam Jordan, where do you think he qualifies? Like, he's one of the best players defensively the Saints have ever had.
Yeah.
Pillar in the
He leads them in sacks, right?
pillar in the community, always a Walter Payton Man of the Year award nominee. Does he get a statue? Does he get his jersey retired? Or is he in the Saints Ring of Honor?
Gotta retire his jersey if you're the Saints. He's the all-time leader in sacks. That's it's just insane to think with that organization. This guy is basically a D tackle that has just dominated across what 10, 15 years. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know how long he's been in the league now, but
I think
yeah, just
75 years. I think he was an original member of the of the NFL.
even that game last week, like they needed a couple big plays on a couple key third downs, and he felt like he was always the one that made the big play for them. Yeah, obviously it didn't matter because they're just a terrible team, but yeah, this number is crazy, Chad. At one point, it was up to 14 and a half, the Saints
Yeah.
number. So, obviously, professional money's come in at this point, bought it back. It's at 13 and a half now. I won't do it. I won't take it at a bad number. Get it if it gets back up to 14, 14 and a half, I'm happy to give it out and take it again, but I'm not chasing this number after it already moved, and no one would be shocked if Tampa just absolutely rolls. Now Tampa, that Bucky Irving Baker Mike Evans combo is
Yeah.
just terrifying
Unstoppable.
right now. Terrifying.
Yeah.
So you just nailed it. Like the Saints have nothing offensively that can keep up with this Bucks team. We basically need a really, really bad Baker game, which honestly at 14 and a half, I feel way comfortable betting on that because it can happen. Like we've seen it time and time again. He can turn the ball over and give short field to this Saints team. But at 13 and a half, it's like I'm not chasing that bad number. Give me a better number here, sports books.
Baker has 15 picks. That's one behind Kirk Cousins, but he's also on pace to earn $2.5 million in incentives for individual stats. Evan has a great story up on actionnetwork.com. There's 5 different stats that if he finishes top 5 in the NFC or top 10 in the league across completion percentage, yards, touchdowns, etc., he gets 500 grand for each one, and he's well within the range for all of them right now. So I got a feeling Baker's going to go out there and he's going to sling it, which could spell doom, right? For the Saints.
Yeah, I
Uh,
saw a crazy article though, just about how Tom Brady left New England and look what happened to them. He left Tampa and they've still been able to win the division now, and they could win it again this year 2 times, which is just insane to think about. Like you lose arguably the best player in football history. One team went the way they should have, right? They completely fell apart. Have just been in despair for the last 5, 6 years. Baker, the ultimate savior of Tampa, like truly incredible. This man went from being scout team D line with Carolina to now potentially back to back division winner of the South. It's really remarkable what Baker's done.
Someone needs to do this story. I'm going to call some of my NFL writer buddies and get them on this just to go back to my old days with signing stories. But what exactly happened with Baker and Sean McVay in Los Angeles in that last month of the
Mm.
season a couple of years ago, right? Because he points that as being like a pivotal moment in his career where he learned so much about playing quarterback. And he's been brilliant since then. And like that was at the end of a long road of journeyman type stuff. I think that was the last stop before Tampa, if I'm not mistaken. But he says that's where he learned to play quarterback. I'd love to be in the room there. That's a great story. I got to get Wickersham on that. Call up Wickersham, have him do that.